This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
So you do landscape photography, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you take a foreground and background? What adjustments do you do? How do you do that?
Yes,
You want a foreground, but you want to focus on the background. So what do you do? Which camera do you use?
Ma'am, I have Nikon D3300 with me and a focus of 1.5 to 5.6. So, ma'am, focal length. So, ma'am, mainly what I do is the ISO number or the amount of grading that a camera will be taking. I take it in a higher range so that the background isn't blurred. Apart from it, ma'am, the focus has been kept on a larger number where it does not, the camera does not focus on a single object like in portrait, but in landscape format where a larger picture is taken. So, ma'am, these two things are mainly done for having background as a main feature.
Okay, very good. So in this Vyapam scam, what happened? Have all the accused been brought to book? What has happened? What's happening there?
Ma'am, the Vyapam scam was a examination scam that was highlighted where the students haven't given exam, but their results were there by exchanging money. And many of the MBBS seats were given for the students and their examinations were not done. And ma'am, I don't think so that all accused were.
What is the status of the case?
Ma'am, it is under scrutiny and the whistleblowers are given protection under the whistleblower.
Is it pending in the court or is it pending inquiry?
Ma'am, it is pending inquiry as well and also in the court. So
it can't be both. It can't be both. Once the inquiry is done, then it's charge sheeted and it's sent to court, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, as far as I have knowledge, the charge sheet was not that up to mark. So, ma'am, it was called again for the inquiry. So, I think so it is middle of that, ma'am.
Sent back by the court?
Yes, ma'am. The inquiry was not up to the level, ma'am.
So now this Kanu, how do you pronounce it? That place where the cheetahs have been done. If you were given a choice, which do you think should have been brought, the cheetahs or lions?
Ma'am, I think so the cheetahs were a better choice because ma'am, we had already lost the Asiatic cheetahs in 1970s.
We will lose the Asiatic lions also now. And Asiatic lions are this is the only place you get them, because if there's some disease, they'll all get wiped out totally. And initially, Kanu was for the lions, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the Gir National Park is actually protecting the lions. And
yeah, it's all one place, and if one disease comes, they'll all die together.
Ma'am, because of that, I still think that cheetah was a better choice because
have you been to Gir? Have you been to Gir? Have you seen the condition of the lions?
No, ma'am, I haven't been
then you
there.
Won't say
okay, ma'am.
No, but isn't it common sense that you should hedge your bets? If you have a rare species, you should put in two places so it doesn't die out by a disease or something?
Ma'am, the Kuno, I think so, was a better place for cheetahs. The lions
then why did the government plan it for lions?
Ma'am, it was either cheetah or lion, but because
no, it was not cheetah, it was lions.
Okay, ma'am. I have to look out upon it.
And it is not that the Kuno has to be better for lion or cheetah. The issue is, do the Asiatic lions in Gir need relocation, part of it or not? That is the point in issue.
Ma'am, I think so. There should be given a part. If not the Kunos, because already cheetahs are there. So other park has to be done, as you have also
I'll give you a situational question.
Yes, ma'am.
You are DM Shahjapur, neighboring district to Dewas.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have communal riots. They are going on. And it is a festival of some religion and they want to take out a procession. And elections are also scheduled to happen. What will you do? Tell me step by step what you will do to handle the situation.
Ma'am,
and you've just got posted there. You've just got posted there. So yes, it's a relevant thing. Everything is relevant.
Okay. Ma'am, first of all, I will take an overall overview of what are the elements or what are the things that have caused riots in that background, first of all. Apart from having the information...
Who will you call for that? Who will you call?
Ma'am,
I will call so-and-so. I will talk to so-and-so. I will go so-and-so place. Answer like that.
Yes. Ma'am, also the SP or the DSP of the police station, I will talk to him as well. And
SP
also
is not of a police station. SP is of a district.
Yes, ma'am, of the district, ma'am. So, ma'am, I will call him and ask about the situations of security and also the past tenures that he has done over there. And also, I will also contact the DM who was first posted there before me, and what all his experiences were there for the case of riots. And, ma'am, apart from having an information from them, I will ensure that the security and safety of the people is ensured throughout.
How will you ensure that? See, I'm asking you how, not what
Yes,
you will do, but how you will do it.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all is the illegal ways where we can do, where if we have information, so we can resort to section 144 of IPC, where it has been we
Let
can.
Me know what 140. By the way, it's 144 CRPC, not IPC.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Thank you. So, ma'am, CRPC, where meeting of more than 5 persons is prohibited.
We all know. Don't explain it.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't explain what we all know. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the legal I will also resort and see about that. Second is, ma'am, that I will also improve the infrastructure both in the capacity of policing, where I can have maximum force if I think so that there will be riots.
You are in the midst of riots. Where are you talking of increasing infrastructure?
Okay, in midst of riots. Okay, ma'am. So first
There's
of all,
a procession that has to go. Traditionally, every year that procession has gone. It's in a difficult area. Are you going to allow it or refuse it? If you refuse it, people will be angry. If you allow it, it's in that area. What will you do?
Ma'am, first will be that communicating with the religious leaders who are taking out the procession. That what would be their course of procession, and also to maintain their people to have peace and securely having given the way to the procession. Second would be that providing police personnel and safety to the procession, and also barricading the
lanes. Will you allow
it?
Will you not allow it?
Ma'am, I will allow given the chances.
One community is going. One community is going to take it out. The other community will throw stones at it. And if you don't allow, the community that has to take it out will be angry with you. What will you do?
Ma'am, in such cases, I will have to examine the situation. If I know that there will be certainly, if I will take any measure given the security personnel, that stone pelting would be done and it could be a catastrophic event. So, ma'am, then I will not allow it. But if I see that the situation is under control and I can influence the religious leaders upon the
same. Elections round the corner. What will you do about the elections?
Ma'am, also I will contact the local MLA or the politician that is involved in the elections. Or
so party wale hain, they want. Why will you contact? You are the district election officer. You will certainly not contact the MLA.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, but it can be asked for him as well that he should be also not be making any. The security and safety has to be maintained.
Are you aware of how the election is conducted? The MLA has nothing to do with it. You are district election officer, you report only to the election commission. Everything is fixed before. Booths, which population goes to which booth, what party, everything is decided beforehand. Yes, ma'am.
So, ma'am, if MP and MLA is not in the contact, I was asking in the terms of safety and peace and security for the same, so that he can also be a transcender of peace, where he can say. Apart from it, ma'am, the same.
But the communal question has been raised to get votes by the MLA. What will he be, the transcender of peace, as you put it?
Ma'am, keeping on the same page, I think so is very essential, because he would also want the peace and security of the place. So,
thank you.
So, Ayesha,
yes,
you did your B in artificial neural network?
No, sir. In electrical engineering, I did, where one of the subjects was artificial neural network, sir.
What is artificial neural network?
Sir, artificial neural network is a branch where we mainly see that the grids or the electricity can have artificial intelligence in it, where neural network, like our brains have the neural network, where one neuron gives command to or senses or give information to the other neuron. So for that decision making, sir, the artificial neural network is mainly used.
So you have got an opportunity to work with PGCIL, right?
Yes, sir.
What is SCADA?
So SCADA is a automation software mainly used for seeking the data and also administrating the data. Like in PGCIL itself, the SCADA was used to administer the voltage and current in the grid. So, sir, it is mainly used for administrating the data and the voltages. Sir.
Now, suppose somebody hacks SCADA. What havoc or the problem that person can cause, or the agency or anybody who hacks SCADA? What could be the potential damage?
So I think so that given the we are moving towards smart grid, and also the grids are mainly a stabilizing factor. SCADA is used for mainly administrating and monitoring the voltage, current, and all the specifications, and also the heat of the cooling environment, so that any of the instrument does not fail. So access to the SCADA or hacking the SCADA can be detrimental to the overall stability of the grid itself, sir. Apart from it, sir, one can also, the grid failure can occur, sir, if the SCADA has been failed and one has manipulated the data and there is no stability in it, sir.
Achha, yes. Elon Musk bought Twitter. So it is also alleged that buying Twitter is a blow to free speech. Do you agree to this point, this argument?
Sir, looking at the queue about how Twitter has been functioning after Elon Musk taking over, I don't think so that it is a blow towards freedom of speech. It has to be seen what all he takes or what all he does about the about what banning or any of the tweets that one is doing. So, sir, again, I would say that his further decisions will make out that will it be a freedom of speech. But until now, he hasn't taken major of the acts that I can remind of. So, sir, till now, I cannot come on a judgment that it is a threat to freedom of speech, sir.
I have a last question to you. Yes. If I trace back from Delhi Sultanate till today, we had a couple of great female Muslim leaders or rulers. They have Razia Sultan, Begum Hazrat Mahal. But still, if you look at the data of situation of women, Muslim women in India, their education, their otherwise social status, it is the poorest among all the communities. What is the reason behind it?
Sir, I think so that as has been also highlighted by the Sachar committee, the socio-economic playground has been a major effect on the Muslim women. And sir, the practices that has been inherent in the Indian society or the Indian Muslim society, I must say, like the Parda system, or that was continuing. So, sir, there was a sense of discrimination due to the socio-economic background as well. And also because of that has played and I would also highlight the land entitlement, the empowerment of women through land entitlement that was not given a due part in Muslim communities. That is also one of the major features why women have so deteriorated position in Muslims.
Okay, Ayesha.
Ayesha, you are from Madhya Pradesh, Dewas.
Yes, sir.
What is Dewas famous for?
Sir, Dewas is mainly famous for having banknote press. Apart from it, sir, it has been a major economic area where the first planning commission also highlighted Dewas as a major economic area of industrial area of Madhya Pradesh. On cultural front also, sir, Dewas has been famous for having an adobe of Rajab Ali Khan, sir, and also 𝐒𝐻𝐵𝐺𝐻, sir, 𝐒𝐻𝐵𝐺𝐻. So, sir, on religious and economic and cultural part, Dewas has been famous, sir.
Okay. So you told me that there is a press as well.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is the difference between press and a mint?
Sir, press is mainly for the notes, while mint is for the coins. And as I have read in RBI guidelines, the presses are mainly owned by government of India. The two presses at Nagpur and the Dewas, while the mints are mainly owned by RBI. the formats are owned by RBI.
Okay, what is fiat currency?
Yes, the fiat currency are illegal currencies, sir. I think so. I have got it right. I have mixed it. Sir, fiat currency I can remember is illegal currencies, sir, that are not.
No, Vijay, you are wrong. Take another shot. What is fiat currency?
Sir, it is, I think so, a legal tender. The fiat currencies were a legal tender that is authorized by a government or the nation, sir.
So, rupee is a fiat currency, right?
Yes, sir.
Rupee is a legal tender by the government.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So recently, Madhya Pradesh talked about forming a panel regarding UCC, Uniform Civil Code.
Yes.
What is your take on that?
Sir, UCC, sir, I think so is essential for women empowerment. And sir, I would go with the views of the 51st Law Commission, where it has highlighted that UCC, though it should be there for issues like divorce, marriages, adoption, and also legal inheritancy. But I would say that given the multiculturalist society that we are in, women empowerment should be the basis of UCC with having a piecemeal approach, sir, towards it.
No, it should be there or it should not be there is the question.
Yes, sir, it should be there, but having consensus upon the same needs to be there for the whole of the country, sir.
Great. Okay. So talking about international relation, do you think that we are living in an Asian century?
Sir, I think so that the power dynamics has surely shifted to the Asia part. While there we have seen that Europe is struggling with Brexit or also the Russia-Ukraine war. But sir, I think so that Asian century needs will be there if we have a consensus within the Asian countries. Like the Southeast Asia or South Asia and also the West Asia. So, sir, the shift of power has been surely there, but Asian century will be needing more consensus.
What is the evidence that there is shift in power?
Sir, we have seen that there has been shifting background towards the Indo-Pacific region. The countries are more focusing on Indo-Pacific, the market of
the focus has shifted, but is it that the power has shifted as well?
Yes, sir, I think so. The power has also shifted. Like India has been looking. Yes, sir. The India as a leader has been seen. Like India is a part of peace process in Russia, Ukraine also, and also we are looking at the Indo-Pacific area and the China rising has been there. So, sir, I think so that power has surely shifted over it, sir.
Okay.
So you have studied political science and international relations.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what is original position?
Sir, original position was a concept by John Rawls, where he said that when we are having distributive justice, we have to take people at original position where only the people who are deciding that what needs to be distributed in the society.
But they are behind a veil of ignorance.
Yes, sir. Behind the veil of ignorance, in original position, they will be only knowing that there is scarcity of resources and the resources needs to be distributed. But they will be not knowing the societal norms or constructs that are irrelevant to the distributive justice.
Why?
So, sir, their norms, they would not be conditioned or they would not have a preoccupation with such things. Like,
but if they do not know anything, but still they would be knowing about their gender at least, their sexes, their male or female. Then again, how come it will be neutral then? If they know that they are whether male or female, yes.
Sir, I think so. The original position was more about the hierarchy or the norms that are societal norms that are mainly a barrier.
But when the people behind the veil of ignorance are aware about their sexes, about their gender, they will definitely be biased.
Yes, sir. I think so that there will be a bias in it. Even John Rawls also corrected it in his later works. He said that it cannot be very totally neutral, sir.
Okay. What is the main difference between the state of nature of Locke and Hobbes?
Of state of nature, sir, in Hobbes was more brutish. He said that men were selfish and that's why state of...
Yes. And in Locke, in case of Locke?
And sir, in Locke, he said that it was a perfect harmony where only
then understood. So it makes sense for Hobbes' state of nature to go into a contract. Why does people in Locke's state of nature will go into a contract since everything is very peaceful?
Sir, the main issue that Locke highlighted was that there was a resistance in implementation of laws where one can be judge of its own case. So, sir,
Good.
these were the natural laws that were.
Okay. What is dual morality of Machiavelli?
Sir, in dual, Machiavelli was more realist. So he said that the king cannot be judged on the basis of ethical norms of the society. So he said that he has dual morality, where he has to both act as a lion or a fox.